Culprit number 1, green tea extract concentrates. Why healthy turns hepatotoxic. Let's set the stakes first. Brewed green tea is generally safe. The problem is concentrated extracts, capsules, and fat burner blends standardized to high levels of catechins, especially EGCG. Those doses can be many times higher than what you'd ever drink, and in seniors, that jump matters. Your aging liver has less metabolic headroom and slower clearance, so the same capsule sticks around longer and generates more reactive metabolites. That's where inflammation and injury begin. Here's the thing most people miss: timing and context amplify risk. Studies have linked higher rates of liver injury to green tea extract taken on an empty stomach and in weight loss products that stack multiple stimulants or botanicals. Fasting increases absorption of EGCG, so your peak exposure spikes. Add age-related decline in detox pathways, and you're closer to the threshold where liver cells get irritated, then inflamed, then injure. You might feel fine for weeks while ALT and AST quietly climb. What exactly is happening inside the liver? The short version: concentrated catechins can cause mitochondrial stress and oxidative damage in susceptible people. Your liver tries to neutralize the compounds, but if the dose overshoots your capacity, more likely after 60, byproducts build up, immune signals surge, and you can develop hepatitis-like injury. It's idiosyncratic, meaning not everyone reacts, but seniors sit closer to the tipping point because of reduced blood flow, less regenerative capacity, and more polypharmacy. Now, how do you spot danger early? Look for the classic pattern. You start a new extract or a detox lean blend, you feel normal, then week 3 or 4 you notice unusual fatigue, pruritus, itching, darker urine, maybe nausea or right upper abdominal discomfort. That's your cue to stop the supplement and call your clinician. In many case series, early withdrawal led to recovery. Delay increases the odds you'll need hospital monitoring and, in severe cases, evaluation for acute liver failure. Let me show you exactly how to read a label so you don't get trapped. Scan for green tea extract, Camellia sinensis extract, or EGCG. If you see standardized to X% catechins or XMG EGCG, you're holding a concentrate. Red flags: per serving EGCG above a couple hundred milligrams, directions that say take on an empty stomach, or blends labeled thermogenic, fat burner, or detox. Also watch for proprietary blends that hide the exact dose. That's a gamble your liver pays for. Now here's where most people mess up. They assume if one capsule is good, 2 is better, and they combine products without realizing both include green tea extract. Stacking is common: an energy drink powder in the morning, a pre-workout at noon, and a metabolism capsule at dinner. Each alone might slip under your threshold. Together they push you over. For seniors, the margin is thin. Don't stack. And don't combine with fasting plans or dehydration, which further stress the liver. Let me give you a practical what to do instead. If you want the cognitive or metabolic nudge people chase with green tea extract, switch to brewed tea. 1 to 3 cups per day with food is generally considered low risk. If you're targeting weight management, focus on protein intake, fiber, and resistance training, which protect muscle and metabolism without liver risk. If you want antioxidant support, lean on produce diversity, berries, leafy greens, and legumes, rather than isolated high-dose catechins. The game changer nobody talks about is monitoring strategy. If you and your clinician decide to trial any product containing green tea extract, set up a plan. Get baseline liver enzymes, ALT, AST, alkaline phosphatase, bilirubin. Start at the lowest dose, take with food, avoid fasting use, and recheck labs in 3 to 4 weeks. If numbers creep or symptoms appear, stop immediately. That one protocol turns a blind gamble into a controlled experiment with an exit ramp. Interactions matter here too. While green tea extract's liver injury is often direct and idiosyncratic, seniors on multiple meds are more vulnerable. Be extra cautious if you're taking statins, anticoagulants, or hepatically cleared antidepressants. Even if an interaction isn't classic, your overall hepatic load is higher. And remember, supplements aren't standardized like drugs. Mislabeling and undisclosed ingredients occur. A capsule might carry more EGCG or contaminants than the label admits. A quick micro story to make this sticky. A 68-year-old man wanted to drop 10 pounds before a reunion. He added a clean burner with green tea extract and took it before morning walks on an empty stomach. Week 3, he noticed itchiness and tea-colored urine. His clinician checked labs, ALT and AST were elevated. He stopped the product, hydrated, and within weeks values trended down. The difference was recognizing the pattern and acting fast. That's the play you want. Common mistakes to avoid: assuming tea means gentle, ignoring the phrase standardized extract, taking it during intermittent fasting, stacking multiple products with hidden EGCG, and continuing despite early symptoms because I feel mostly fine. Your quick win today: audit labels for green tea extract, EGCG, and proprietary blends. If you find them, especially in weight loss or detox products, pause and call your clinician for a review and, if needed, liver tests. If you remember nothing else about green tea extract, remember this: brewed tea is a beverage, concentrated extract is a drug-like exposure. After 60, that distinction is the line between support and risk. Keep doses low, keep food in the stomach, don't stack, and monitor. That's how you enjoy the benefits without putting your liver on the line. Culprit number 2, turmeric curcumin, the trusted spice with a hospital track record. Let's set the record straight first. Cooking with turmeric is not the problem. The risk shows up with concentrated curcumin extracts, capsules, gummies, and golden blends standardized to high percentages. Those deliver many times what you'd ever get from food. In seniors, that jump matters because your liver's clearance is slower and its regenerative buffer is smaller. So what looks natural on the label acts drug-like in your body. Why this matters now. In recent surveillance and reviews, turmeric curcumin extracts keep showing up in liver injury cases, including in older adults. Clinicians have reported hepatitis-like patterns that start subtly after a few weeks: fatigue, itching, dark urine, maybe right upper abdominal discomfort. Labs reveal ALT and AST spikes. In many cases, stopping the supplement leads to gradual improvement. Waiting raises risk. That delayed pattern is exactly why seniors get blindsided. The thing most people miss is dose form and purity. Many curcumin products add absorption boosters like piperine from black pepper. Piperine increases bioavailability, which marketers love, but it also increases systemic exposure your liver must process. Add that to age-related declines in hepatic blood flow and enzyme activity, and you've raised the chance that reactive metabolites build up faster than your liver can neutralize them. Another hidden risk: mislabeling. Analyses have found a sizable fraction of supplements don't match their labels. Some categories show mislabeling rates approaching half. If your capsule contains more or different actives than stated, your liver pays the price. What's happening inside the liver? Curcumin undergoes phase I and phase II metabolism. Along the way, susceptible individuals may generate metabolites that provoke oxidative stress and immune activation. Seniors sit closer to the threshold where those byproducts trigger inflammation. It's idiosyncratic. You can take it for years and be fine, then get hit after a brand switch or a dose increase. That's why monitoring and a low-risk strategy matter more than blanket yes or no. Now here's where most people mess up: stacking. A joint formula, a liver support blend, and a pain relief capsule can all contain curcumin. Even if each product seems modest, together they push your exposure high. Add piperine and peak levels spike. Layer in anticoagulants, antidiabetics, or statins, and you've piled on interaction load. Remember, curcumin can influence platelet function and may potentiate bleeding risk when combined with blood thinners, exactly the scenario many seniors are in. Let me show you exactly how to read the label. Scan for curcumin, curcuminoids, or turmeric extract standardized to a percentage, often 95% curcuminoids. If you see piperine or black pepper extract listed, know that bioavailability and hepatic exposure jumps. Red flags: proprietary blends hiding exact milligrams, multi-dose directions that exceed a few hundred milligrams per day of curcuminoids, and claims like extra strength absorption, nano, or phytosome without a monitoring plan. Also check other bottles. Many joint and anti-inflammatory formulas sneak curcumin in. How do you catch trouble early? Use a simple timeline. If you started a curcumin product within the last 2 to 8 weeks and you're noticing unusual fatigue, itching, tea-colored urine, pale stools, or upper right abdominal discomfort, stop the supplement and call your clinician. Ask for liver tests: ALT, AST, alkaline phosphatase, and bilirubin. If values are elevated, withholding the product is step 1. In many cases documented by clinicians, early withdrawal is what turns a crisis into a close call. Quick micro story to make this stick. A 72-year-old with knee pain added a high-absorption curcumin with piperine on top of her multivitamin and a joint blend. Week 3, she noticed itching and dark urine. Labs revealed ALT and AST elevations. She stopped the curcumin and the joint blend, hydrated, and within weeks enzymes trended down. The difference was recognizing the pattern and not blaming age or dehydration. That's your blueprint. Now, if you still want the anti-inflammatory upside people chase with curcumin, here's the safer route. First, prioritize food sources. Cook with turmeric in savory dishes alongside fats and whole spices. Food-level doses are gentler and come with a matrix of other compounds. Second, consider non-hepatotoxic pain strategies. Physical therapy for joint mechanics, strength training to support cartilage, and topical NSAIDs, discussed and monitored by your clinician. Third, if you and your clinician decide to trial curcumin, use a monitoring plan. Baseline labs, the lowest effective dose, no stacking across products. Avoid piperine unless clearly justified. Take with food and recheck labs in 3 to 4 weeks. Interactions you need to think about: blood thinners and antiplatelet drugs due to bleeding risk, hepatically cleared antidepressants and statins because you're adding to overall liver load, diabetes meds because any change in appetite or intake can alter glycemic control. If you're on multiple meds, your margin for error is thin. That's why I keep coming back to one rule: no new extracts without a drug map and a lab plan. Common mistakes to avoid: assuming golden milk capsules are the same as the drink you sip, trusting standardized to 95% means predictable safety, doubling your dose because pain flared, switching brands without rereading labels, and adding piperine for absorption without understanding you just raised liver exposure. Your quick win today: pull every bottle in your cabinet that lists turmeric, curcumin, curcuminoids, or black pepper extract. If you find more than one you're stacking, pause, call your clinician, and set up liver labs. If you remember nothing else about turmeric curcumin, remember this: the spice is food, the extract is a pharmacologic dose. After 60, that difference decides whether you get gentle support or end up on the wrong side of a lab report. Keep doses low, don't stack, avoid super absorption gimmicks, and monitor. That's how you get relief without risking your liver. Culprit number 3, ashwagandha, wellness darling, liver nightmare for some. Let's tackle the supplement everyone recommends for stress and sleep: ashwagandha. It's sold as common a capsule, but for a subset of people, especially seniors, concentrated extracts have been linked to hepatitis like liver injury. Not every user gets hit, the risk is idiosyncratic. But with age, your metabolic buffer shrinks, polypharmacy rises, and recovery slows. That turns a rare problem into a bigger deal. Why this matters for you: clinical surveillance and case reports have flagged ashwagandha repeatedly for liver toxicity, with older adults often overrepresented. The pattern is sneaky. You start a new stress support or sleep blend. Weeks pass, then fatigue, itching, dark urine, pale stools, maybe right upper abdominal discomfort. Labs show elevated ALT and AST. Stop the product early, in many cases resolve. Wait, and the risk of hospitalization rises. It's the quiet timeline that catches people off guard. The thing most people miss is dose form and stacking. The capsules in stores aren't roots and tea. They're standardized extracts, often 5% with analytes or higher, which is many times stronger than traditional preparations. And ashwagandha hides in multi-ingredient blends labeled adrenal, cortisol, or sleep. One bottle might look modest, but 2 or 3 products together can push exposure well beyond what your liver can comfortably handle, especially after 60. What's likely happening inside the liver? With analytes, the active compounds go through hepatic metabolism. In susceptible individuals, reactive metabolites, oxidative stress, and immune activation can inflame liver tissue. It's not guaranteed and it's not immediate. But seniors have reduced hepatic blood flow, slower clearance, and lower antioxidant reserves, which move you closer to the threshold where a dose that's fine for someone 30 can irritate your liver. Now here's where most people mess up. They treat ashwagandha like chamomile. They take it on top of antidepressants, sleep meds, thyroid drugs, or statins, assuming natural equals safe. But polypharmacy increases overall hepatic load and the chance of interactions. Some ashwagandha products have also shown labeling problems or undisclosed ingredients. When identity and potency vary, your liver pays for the guesswork. Let me show you exactly how to read the label. Look for Withania somnifera extract, standardized to X% with analytes, KSM66 or sensoril. Those are concentrates. Red flags: proprietary blends that hide exact with analyte content, directions that ramp up to multiple capsules daily, combinations with other higher-risk botanicals like turmeric, curcumin, or green tea extract, and liver support or adrenal stacks with vague dosing. If the label won't tell you the with analyte percentage and milligrams per day, that's not transparency, it's risk. How do you spot trouble early? Use a simple 2-question check after 2 to 8 weeks on a new product. Are you more fatigued than usual without explanation? Have you noticed itching, dark urine, pale stools, or right upper abdominal discomfort? If yes, pause the supplement and call your clinician. Ask for ALT, AST, alkaline phosphatase, and bilirubin. If values are elevated, withholding the herb is step 1. In many published cases, that stops the spiral. A quick micro story to make this stick. A 69-year-old started ashwagandha for sleep, 1 capsule nightly. 3 weeks later, she added a daytime calm focus blend that also contained ashwagandha. Week 5, she felt unusually tired and noticed tea-colored urine. Labs showed elevated enzymes. She stopped both products, hydrated, and her numbers trended down over the next month. The key was spotting the double dose hiding in 2 different bottles. If you're still interested in stress or sleep support, here's the safer path. First, try non-pharmacologic anchors: consistent sleep and wake times, morning light exposure, evening screen dimming, and a 10-minute wind-down routine. These lower cortisol and help sleep without liver exposure. Second, consider lower-risk supplements: magnesium glycinate at appropriate doses with kidney status in mind, glycine or L-theanine, vetted with your clinician and not stacked across products. Third, if you and your clinician still want to trial ashwagandha, create a monitoring plan. Choose a single ingredient product with clearly stated withanolide content. Start low, avoid stacking with other extracts, take with food, get baseline liver labs, and recheck in 3 to 4 weeks. Interactions to think about. Sedatives and antidepressants, you're layering CNS effects. Thyroid medications, there are reports of altered thyroid parameters, and any hepatically cleared drugs, including statins and certain diabetes medications. Even without a direct enzyme interaction, you're increasing total hepatic processing demand. After 60, that matters. Common mistakes to avoid. Assuming Ayurvedic equals gentle, using 2 brands at once, ignoring withanolide percentages, letting a proprietary blend hide doses, continuing despite early symptoms because it's probably just stress, and starting ashwagandha the same week you change a prescription, then not knowing what caused what. Your quick win today: scan your cabinet for ashwagandha withania somnifera KSM 66 sensorial or withanolides. If you find it, especially in more than one product, pause and schedule a medication and supplement review with your clinician plus baseline liver labs. If you remember nothing else about ashwagandha, remember this: it's not chamomile. Extracts are potent, seniors have less metabolic buffer, and stacking turns fine into risky. Keep it single ingredient, keep it low, don't stack and monitor, or skip it and double down on sleep and stress habits that calm your nervous system without asking your liver to carry the load. Culprit number 4, red yeast rice, a statin in disguise.